Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on all 21 games in Fanatical's Capcom Bundle BundleFest 2025 of February 2025 to help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to gain early access to videos by buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Your support means the world to me, and I absolutely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, a captivating visual novel and puzzle game from Capcom that masterfully revives the beloved Ace Attorney series with fresh storytelling and engaging gameplay. Set in the 1880s, you step into the shoes of Ryunosuke Naruhodo, an ancestor of Phoenix Wright, as he navigates the intricate world of law and justice. As you embark on this epic journey, you'll unravel the mysteries across 2 newly localized games, The Great Ace Attorney Adventures and The Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. The narrative begins in Japan, where Ryunosuke is wrongfully accused of murder. With your best friend and aspiring lawyer, Kazuma Asogi, by your side, you must uncover the truth and protect Anglo-Japanese relations from political disaster. The game excels in its storytelling, blending humor, drama, and inspiration from Sherlock Holmes tales. The courtroom battles are intense, challenging your wit as you cross-examine witnesses and spot contradictions. The jury system and Herlock Sholmes' logic sequences add variety, keeping you engaged throughout the 60 to 80 hours of gameplay. The visuals are a delightful upgrade, with animated characters and cinematic camera angles. The music, rich with period instruments, perfectly complements the Victorian setting. Though voice acting is limited, the professional quality enhances the experience. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is a must-play for fans of the series and newcomers alike, offering a brilliantly crafted adventure that breathes new life into the franchise. At number 2 we have Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, a mind-bending puzzle game where you solve your own murder. This game drops you into the afterlife as Sissel, an amnesiac ghost with the unique ability to possess inanimate objects. You'll find yourself immersed in a world where logic and absurdity collide. Ghost Trick's charm lies in its strange yet perfectly coherent mechanics, manipulating bicycles, flags, and even umbrellas to change the fate of doomed individuals. As you rewind time and alter the past, you unravel layers of a mystery that becomes more twisted with each revelation. The game's internal logic is airtight, ensuring that every action you take makes sense within its bizarre rules. This design prevents you from feeling lost as you interact with the environment. The puzzles are challenging but never frustrating, thanks to the game's forgiving nature and Sissel's time-rewinding abilities. Visually, the game is a treat. The exaggerated animations and stylish character designs breathe life into every scene, making even the simplest actions feel significant. The decision to keep the game in a 4:3 aspect ratio might seem odd at first, but it is clear that this choice was deliberate, preserving the integrity of the original DS experience. Ghost Trick is a rare gem, a puzzle game that's as clever as it is entertaining. If you're looking for a thrilling supernatural adventure, this game is an absolute must-play. At number 3 we have Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, a visual novel that brings anime-style courtroom drama to the PC. This HD remaster of the classic console games introduces players to the world of Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney navigating through quirky trials filled with humor, suspense, and unexpected twists. As a fresh law school graduate, you take on the role of Phoenix Wright, who is determined to defend his best friend, Larry Butts, from a murder charge. Each case presents a unique challenge as you listen to witness testimonies, cross-examine them, and present evidence to unravel the truth. The gameplay revolves around selecting the right responses and identifying contradictions to prove your client's innocence. The Ace Attorney Trilogy stands out from other visual novels due to its engaging characters and captivating storylines. The trials range from ridiculous to genuinely suspenseful, keeping you invested in the outcome. Phoenix Wright, the main character, is one of the few in the genre who freely expresses himself, showcasing genuine care for his clients and making you empathize with him. The game combines courtroom drama with investigative elements as you don the role of a sleuth, searching for clues and uncovering evidence before the court date. The localization of the game is noteworthy, with clever wordplay and humorous dialogue that adds to the overall charm. The characters' names, for example, are often puns, reflecting the localization's attention to detail. While the game's pacing can sometimes feel slow, with some episodes acting as flashbacks or tutorial sequences, the overall experience is immersive and enjoyable. The smooth HD visuals and anime-inspired aesthetics enhance the overall storytelling, making it feel like you're playing through an actual TV series. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy excels at creating a fun and engaging visual novel experience. The mix of humor, drama, and intriguing mysteries keep you hooked as you strive to uncover the truth and deliver justice. Whether you're a fan of the original games or new to the series, this remastered trilogy is a must-play for those seeking an immersive courtroom adventure. At number 4 we have Devil May Cry 5, one of the best brawlers on PC, featuring intense combat and a dynamic story with 3 unique characters. This game is an exploration of the myriad ways a magical man might hit a demon. You use swords and guns interchangeably to create flowing acrobatic combos. Dante, the series' original hero, can even hit demons with 2 halves of a haunted motorbike. Nero, on the other hand, uses 7 mechanical arms, each with unique abilities to punch enemies. The new anti-hero, V, commands a demonic condor and a panther to fight for him. Each character's unique combat style looks sensational and feels incredibly satisfying. You switch between Nero, V, and Dante throughout the game's 20 missions. A demon named Urizen is draining the city's blood using a demonic tree called the Cliffith, and it's up to the trio to stop him. The story is preposterous, yet genuinely funny, supported by earnest performances and quality performance capture. Combat is the core of Devil May Cry 5, where you clear levels room by room, aiming for high scores by executing stylish combos. The game rewards creativity and precision, marking your performance and encouraging you to strive for the coveted smoke and sexy style title. For new players, there's an auto mode that executes advanced combos, making the game more accessible. Each character offers a distinct combat experience, with Nero's mechanical arms adding versatility, Dante's extensive weapon and style options providing depth, and V's unique playstyle offering a refreshing change of pace. Devil May Cry 5 runs smoothly on PC, with extensive settings for performance tweaking. The detailed visuals and fast-paced gameplay make every fight a spectacle. Despite a few minor issues, such as repetitive boss fights and some other developed areas, Devil May Cry 5 excels in providing a thrilling, high-energy brawling experience. If you enjoy third-person brawlers, DMC5 is a must-play. If you're new to the genre, this game is a fantastic starting point. This bundle also includes Vergil as a playable character in the story campaign, Bloody Palace mode, and The Void. Vergil is an amazingly fun character to play, and you need to listen to his theme music. It's frickin' awesome. At number 5 we have Onimusha, Warlords, an enhanced re-release of Capcom's classic samurai action-adventure, originally released in 2001. You step into the role of Samanosuke Akichi, a skilled warrior tasked with rescuing Princess Yuki from the clutches of Nobunaga Oda's demonic forces. Combining sword-based combat with puzzle-solving in a pre-rendered world, reminiscent of classic Resident Evil, this game offers a blend of fast-paced action and eerie atmosphere. This remaster modernizes the experience with improved controls, widescreen support, and a reworked soundtrack. The updated movement system, allowing analog stick control, makes combat smoother than ever before. However, some aspects still feel dated, especially with the fixed camera angles, which can make navigating fights frustrating. The pre-rendered backgrounds though, hold up surprisingly well, maintaining the game's moody, feudal-era aesthetic. Combat is a highlight, rewarding precision with the instant counterattack system that delivers instant kills when timed correctly. You gain access to different elemental weapons, adding variety to the hack-and-slash gameplay. Despite these strengths, the game's relatively short length, around 5 hours, may leave you wanting more. One notable drawback is the omission of content from Genma Onimusha, an expanded version released on Xbox. Additionally, the reworked soundtrack may not appeal to purists, though mods can restore the original. If you enjoy classic Capcom titles or action-adventure games with a touch of horror, Onimusha Warlords is worth playing. While its age is apparent, it remains an engaging experience, especially for fans of samurai-themed action games. At number 6 we have Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Digital Deluxe. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite brings back the legendary crossover brawler with a new twist, offering fast-paced 2v2 battles and Infinity Stone mechanics that let you turn the tide mid-fight. The roster includes fan favorites like Iron Man, Ryu, Mega Man X, and Captain Marvel, with flashy combos and over-the-top super moves, keeping the action exciting. The game's combat is smooth and accessible, making it easy to jump in and pull off insane tag team attacks. However, the presentation leaves a lot to be desired. Some character models, especially faces, and looking at you, Dante, feel off, and the overall art style does not have the same charm as its predecessors. The story mode, while ambitious, is a forgettable mashup of heroes versus Ultron Sigma, and once you get through it, there's not much reason to revisit. Multiplayer is where things should shine, but the online scene struggled for years, until the Beyond mod revitalized the game, improving visuals, balance, and even bringing in new players. If you're considering Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, grab it in a bundle and mod it for the best experience. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is not as polished as Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but its tag mechanics and Infinity Stones make for a fun time. If you love flashy combos and chaotic brawls, you'll still find enjoyment here. Just don't expect the same level of hype as the classic Marvel vs. Capcom games. The digital deluxe edition includes the character pass, adding 6 fighters: Sigma, Black Panther, Monster Hunter, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Venom, plus premium costumes. At number 7 we have Resident Evil 2 Remake, the superb reimagining of the classic survival horror game that originally released on the PlayStation. This remake, developed by Capcom, breathes new life into the game, making zombies exciting and terrifying once again. The slow and shambling undead in this game are grotesque and thrilling to kill, provided you have enough ammunition. The game takes place in the Grand Raccoon City Police Department, which has been transformed into a magnificent and haunting setting. The shift to 3 dimensions allow for the clever use of light, shadow, and layout to create a constant feeling of apprehension and unease. Navigating the station and solving its puzzles is only part of the challenge. The zombies in the game are unpredictable and resilient, teaching players the value of every bullet and the importance of avoiding unnecessary fights. The presence of the Tyrant, an invincible mutant who relentlessly pursues the players, adds another layer of tension and strategic decision-making. The game adapts its difficulty as you progress, always keeping you on the edge of failure, but allowing you to scrape through by the skin of your teeth. While not as psychologically scary as Resident Evil 7, this remake successfully captures the essence of vintage Resident Evil, with its tense and sometimes overwhelmingly stressful gameplay. It offers a familiar yet fresh experience, with nods to the original game and a clever remix of elements. The voice acting and writing can be lackluster at times, and certain sections may slow down the action, but overall Resident Evil 2 Remake is a refined and thrilling survival horror experience. This remake stands as a testament to the evolution of the Resident Evil series, and is a must-play for fans of the genre. With its tense atmosphere, challenging gameplay, and beautiful visuals, Resident Evil 2 Remake delivers an exciting and new take on a classic game. At number 8 we have Mega Man Zero/ZX Legacy Collection, an impressive compilation of 6 classic games that delve deep into the Mega Man universe, offering a rich blend of action, narrative depth, and nostalgic charm. Developed by Inti Creates under the guiding hand of Keiji Inafune, these titles hold a significant place in the series' lineage. The collection comprises Mega Man Zero 1-4, as well as ZX and ZX Advent, each delivering its own unique take on the formula. Zero's narrative-heavy approach and ZX's exploration-focused gameplay offer a refreshing twist on the classic Mega Man experience. Despite their age, the game's fast-paced combat remains engaging, with a variety of weapons and abilities, allowing for diverse playstyles. While the ZX games lean towards Metroidvania-style exploration, they can be challenging and occasionally unforgiving. However, the addition of an optional autosave feature helps alleviate frustration, particularly in the face of tough segments. Visually, the remastered graphics breathe new life into these titles, though some aspects, like the clunky map interface in ZX games, betray their origins as DS titles. Nevertheless, the collection offers various customization options, including original or remastered audio, making it accessible to both purists and newcomers alike. Beyond the core games, the collection includes bonus features, such as art galleries, music tracks, and a speedrunning mode, adding significant value to an already content-rich package. Mega Man Zero/ZX Legacy Collection is a must-have for fans of the series and newcomers alike. Despite some minor flaws, its impressive content and nostalgic appeal make it well worth the investment, offering countless hours of classic Mega Man action and exploration. At number 9 we have Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, an enhanced version of the 2008 action-adventure game, featuring new characters, improved graphics, and refined gameplay. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition brings back the beloved hack-and-slash action with a host of new features. You'll find yourself immersed in a world where stylish combat and intricate combos are paramount. This special edition follows Capcom's trend of re-releasing its classic games, but it stands out due to its comprehensive updates. You'll notice the visual enhancements immediately, with smoother graphics that make every slash and explosion feel more satisfying. The core gameplay remains as thrilling as ever, with the introduction of new characters like Vergil, Trish, and Lady, adding fresh dynamics to the combat system. Playing as Dante, you can switch between his various fighting styles on the fly, allowing for a seamless blend of evasion, offense, and defense. This flexibility in combat is a highlight, enabling you to tackle enemies with a wide range of moves and combos. The addition of real-time style switching enhances the depth and fluidity of battles, making each encounter a display of both strategy and spectacle. Vergil's inclusion is particularly notable. His gameplay revolves around precision and a unique concentration mechanic that rewards measured actions. Trish and Lady offer distinct playstyles, with Trish's crowd control and Lady's arsenal of weapons providing diverse approaches to combat. However, not everything is perfect. The non-combat sections, involving puzzles and platforming, feel outdated and can be frustrating due to awkward camera angles. Additionally, the menu system retains some clunky elements from its 2008 origins, causing unnecessary delays. Despite these flaws, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition remains a celebration of the series' stylish combat and intricate gameplay. For fans of the original and newcomers alike, it offers a rewarding experience that showcases Capcom's pride in one of its most iconic franchises. This game captures the essence of what makes Devil May Cry a beloved series, delivering intense action and an array of stylish moves that will keep you hooked. At number 10 we have Resident Evil 4 2005 and Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition Double Pack. This pack offers two of Capcom's most action-packed survival horror experiences. Both games bring intense combat, memorable characters, and engaging stories, though they differ in tone and gameplay refinements. Resident Evil 4 remains a masterpiece even years later. You step into the shoes of Leon Scott Kennedy, sent to rescue the president's daughter in a remote Spanish village overrun by infected villagers. The game's pacing is impeccable, balancing horror, action, and exploration. The over-the-shoulder camera and precision aiming revolutionized third-person shooters, making each encounter feel tactical and tense. Whether dodging chainsaw-wielding maniacs or facing grotesque boss fights, you're always on edge. The HD version enhances textures and smooths gameplay, though occasional frame rate drops slightly hinder the experience. Even so, it stands as one of the most influential and thrilling shooters ever made. Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition shifts towards full-fledged action while retaining survival horror elements. You take control of Chris Redfield, partnered with Sheva Elamor, navigating an African setting filled with bioweapon threats. The cooperative gameplay is the highlight, offering strategic coordination whether playing solo or with a friend. The gunplay feels smoother than RE4, but the inability to move while aiming remains divisive. The enemy variety, set pieces, and unlockable content, including story DLCs like Lost in Nightmares featuring Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, keep the experience fresh. While it sacrifices some horror for action, the game's thrilling encounters and refined mechanics make it a strong follow-up. Together, this double pack showcases Capcom's evolution of the franchise, offering two exhilarating yet distinct adventures. At number 11 we have Resident Evil and Resident Evil 0 Double Pack. This pack brings two classic survival horror experiences to modern platforms. Resident Evil HD Remaster is a polished version of the 2002 GameCube remake, while Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster is a prequel that expands on the series' lore. Both games retain the fixed camera angles, pre-rendered backgrounds, and tense inventory management that define early Resident Evil. Resident Evil HD Remaster drops you into the eerie Spencer Mansion, where danger lurks in every corner. The game forces you to manage resources carefully, as ammo and healing items are limited. Zombies are not just obstacles, they can resurrect as powerful Crimson hits if you do not dispose of their bodies properly. The atmosphere is thick with tension, and the game's survival mechanics create a genuine sense of dread. While the graphical update is not as sharp as it could be, the lighting and shadow effects enhance the horror. Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster follows Rebecca Chambers and Billy Cohen as they investigate the Umbrella Train. The character swapping mechanic adds an interesting twist, but clunky inventory management and excessive backtracking make it frustrating. The opening train sequence is excellent, but once you leave, the game struggles to maintain momentum. The visuals are stunning, yet the gameplay feels like a weaker version of Resident Evil. Overall, this collection is a must-have for survival horror fans. Resident Evil is still a masterpiece, but Resident Evil 0 falls short of its potential. It's still a good game, just not a great game like Resident Evil. At number 12 we have Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2. This collection brings together a diverse assortment of titles from the iconic Mega Man X series, offering both highs and lows in the Maverick hunting saga. If you've experienced the first collection, you'll find this one set up similarly, focusing primarily on the games themselves rather than the additional content. Starting with Mega Man X5, the collection maintains the smooth 2D action and engaging boss fights that fans adore. Despite its unconventional campaign setup and occasional frustration with random endings, X5 delivers an enjoyable experience with added mechanics like rescuing Reploids and unlocking new armor sets. Mega Man X6, often regarded as a turning point in the series, presents a challenging yet rewarding gameplay experience. The introduction of collectible Reploids adds depth to the stages, albeit with increased difficulty and occasional translation issues. However, for those who appreciate a steep challenge, X6 offers satisfying gameplay and innovative mechanics. Transitioning to Mega Man X7, the series takes a drastic turn with its foray into 3D gameplay, resulting in slower paced action and mixed reception. While the addition of Axel brings a new dynamic, the overall experience falls short compared to its predecessors, with clunky mechanics and uninspired level design. Finally, Mega Man X8 returns to its 2D roots, with fast-paced action and improved gameplay mechanics. The addition of customizable armor sets and playable navigators enhance the experience, offering a refreshing take on the classic formula. While the collection offers a varied assortment of titles, its split release and omission of certain fan-favorite titles may disappoint some players. Nonetheless, Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2 provides a comprehensive journey through the Maverick hunting universe, offering something for every fan of the series. Whether you're revisiting classic favorites or diving into the franchise for the first time, there's plenty of variety to keep you entertained. At number 13 we have Mega Man X Legacy Collection. This collection brings together the pinnacle of the iconic Mega Man X series, offering the best of the franchise in a convenient package. With the release of the Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2 alongside it, fans had access to the entire series, but it's the first collection that truly shines. Containing the first 4 entries in the series, this collection showcases some of the finest action platformers ever created. Mega Man X, the game that started it all, remains a standout with its edgier take on the classic formula and introduction of signature movement abilities like dashing and wall jumping. The sequels, Mega Man X2 and X3, while enjoyable, don't quite capture the magic of the original. However, Mega Man X4 stands out as a notable sequel, introducing detailed characters and backgrounds, as well as the ability to play as Zero for the entire game, offering a fresh experience for fans. In addition to the excellent games themselves, Mega Man X Legacy Collection offers great extras, such as concept art galleries, soundtracks, and the new X Challenge mode. X Challenge provides a unique twist on the boss battles by pitting you against 2 bosses at once from any of the 4 games in the collection, offering a delightful challenge for series enthusiasts. While the collection's default visual filter may be off-putting, it's easily remedied by toggling it off to restore the original pixel graphics. Mega Man X Legacy Collection is a must-have for fans of the series, offering 4 great games and exciting additional content. While some might disagree, Collection 1 is definitely superior to Collection 2. At number 14 we have Resident Evil 7 BIOHAZARD. The game that marked a significant departure from its action-oriented predecessors, embracing a novel approach with a fresh protagonist, Ethan Winters, and a shift to a first-person perspective. The search for Ethan's long-missing wife, Mia, unfolds through a mysterious message leading him to a seemingly deserted estate in Dulvey, Louisiana. As he enters the eerie dwelling, he is thrust into a world of terror, contending not only with the unsettling atmosphere, but also the hostile Baker family. The game amplifies the horror element, placing players within a dilapidated, unnerving residence and the ominous presence of the relentless Jack Baker. Exploring the dilapidated Baker's residence, the quietude is shattered by sudden appearances of Jack, igniting heart-pounding pursuits and tense hiding moments under tables and in closets. Maintaining the quintessential Resident Evil style, Ethan must uncover keys to unlock doors and escape Jack Baker's clutches, culminating in a carefully paced progression. The chilling ambiance persists as the game leads players beyond the initial house, immersing them in an even more terrifying environment within the ominous figure of Marguerite, the mother of the family and wife of Jack Baker. Scarce ammunition and the isolation within the estate contribute to an overwhelming sense of dread, while the well-crafted antagonists like Jack and Marguerite imprint themselves in players' memories for years to come. The gameplay also features a section involving Mia that draws parallels to the ship-based scenario in Resident Evil Revelations, adding variety to the experience. Overall, Resident Evil 7 returns the series to its horror roots, offering a compelling experience for enthusiasts of the genre. Although the story may seem isolated from the rest of the series, the narrative ties to other Resident Evil titles, especially the subsequent entry in the series, making it a worthy addition to the franchise. At number 15 we have Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle, a collection of 7 classic arcade brawlers from Capcom's 80s and 90s catalog, designed to bring back the fun old-school side-scrolling beat-em-ups. You'll get to relive the nostalgia of arcade days, with titles like Final Fight, the king of the bundle, known for its massive sprites, intense soundtrack, and iconic characters like Poison. Alongside it, you'll find Battle Circuit, a zany, lesser-known gem featuring bizarre bounty hunters in a galaxy-spanning adventure. Other games in this bundle include Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, The King of Dragons, Warriors of Fate, and Armored Warriors, each bringing their own unique twist to the brawler formula. While the collection is fun, especially in short bursts or with friends, it is clear these games were designed for the quick thrills of the arcade. Without the pressure of spending your precious pocket money, they might lose their appeal over extended play. The inclusion of online multiplayer should have been a highlight, but unfortunately, the performance is subpar, with lag issues that detract from the experience. The museum feature adds some value, offering a glimpse into the design and history of these games, but it is not as extensive as other Capcom collections. Despite its flaws, Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle offers solid value, especially for fans of the genre. If you're looking for a quick hit of retro action, this bundle within a bundle is worth checking out, even if just for a trip down memory lane. At number 16 we have Mega Man 11, a side-scrolling action platformer that continues the classic formula of running, shooting, and taking down robot masters while introducing a fresh gameplay twist. At its core, Mega Man 11 plays exactly as you'd expect. Pick a stage, fight through tricky enemies and platforming sections, defeat a boss, and gain their weapon to use in other stages. The new double gear system is a game changer, letting you either slow down time or power up your attacks, adding a layer of strategy that makes combat and platforming more dynamic. The difficulty strikes a great balance, challenging but never unfair, with well-designed levels that make great use of the new mechanics. Visually though, the game falls a bit flat. The switch to 2.5D graphics results in a somewhat bland and cheap look, lacking the charm of classic sprite work. Some backgrounds and enemy designs feel uninspired, making certain stages appear less vibrant than they should. The soundtrack is another weak point, failing to deliver the catchy, memorable tunes that the series is known for. On the bright side, the game features full voice acting, giving characters more personality. The Robot Master's cheesy one-liners provide some nostalgic fun, and the story, while simple, adds a nice touch with its flashbacks to Dr. Light and Dr. Wily's past. Despite its visual and audio shortcomings, Mega Man 11 is a blast to play. The tight controls, smart level design, and the satisfying double gear system make it one of the most enjoyable entries in the series. It may not be the most visually appealing or sonically impressive installment, but when it comes to gameplay, it is hard to beat. If you love classic Mega Man action with a modern twist, this is absolutely worth your time. At number 17 we have DMC Devil May Cry, a bold reboot of the iconic hack-and-slash series, reimagining Dante in a different, grittier form. This game retains the core mechanics of stylish demon slaying while introducing new elements that make it stand out. You will find yourself amidst a whirlwind of fast-paced combat, where chaining together angelic and demonic attacks is essential. Dante's arsenal has expanded, allowing you to seamlessly switch between weapons with a tap, keeping the action fresh and exhilarating. The combat system is designed for creativity, rewarding you with higher style ranks as you mix up your moves. It is accessible for newcomers with its default difficulty, but cranks up the challenge across 7 difficulty levels. The story, while a bit heavy-handed, serves as a fitting backdrop for the action. Dante's journey to stop the Demon King Mundus is laced with tongue-in-cheek humor and a touch of social commentary. The narrative explores his origin and his relationship with his brother Vergil, adding depth to the character. However, the platforming sections may feel lackluster, offering little challenge and serving more as a brief interlude between battles. Despite these moments, the game shines in its combat, delivering a thrilling experience that lives up to the legacy of its predecessors. DMC Devil May Cry is a worthy addition to the series, combining the old with the new to create something both familiar and refreshingly different. However, with the existence of Devil May Cry 5, whether or not we will see this iteration of Dante again is still a mystery. At number 18 we have Street Fighter V Champion Edition, the most complete version of Capcom's flagship fighter, featuring 40 characters, 34 stages, and over 200 costumes. This edition compiles years of updates into one package, delivering a well-rounded experience. If you've been waiting for the right time to jump in, this is it. The core gameplay is fast, responsive, and packed with strategic depth. V-skills, V-triggers, and V-reversals add unique mechanics that reward skillful play. The action feels more fluid than previous entries, and the looser combo system makes executing moves easier without sacrificing competitiveness. Whether you're a casual player or an aspiring tournament competitor, you'll find plenty to enjoy here. However, not everything is perfect. Online play suffers from inconsistent netcode, leading to frustrating lag in some matches. Monetization remains a downside, with in-game advertisements and a reliance on fight money for unlocking content. Though Champion Edition includes nearly everything, Capcom's approach to microtransactions feels unnecessary for a paid title. Visually, the game is a step up from Ultra Street Fighter 4, though some character models like Ken's appear awkward. The animations, however, are excellent, making every punch, kick, and fireball feel impactful. If you primarily play offline, or don't mind occasional online hiccups, this edition is a great deal. It's a definitive version of Street Fighter V, and a solid send-off for the game. While not perfect, it offers enough content and refined mechanics to satisfy both longtime fans and newcomers alike. At number 19 we have Dead Rising 4, Frank's Big Package. A sandbox zombie-slaying adventure that does not take itself too seriously, offering you a playground of creative weapons and a dose of holiday-themed chaos. You step back into the shoes of Frank West, a former photojournalist who's now older, grumpier, and somehow even more eager to jump back into the zombie apocalypse. This time, you're in a Christmas-themed Willamette, Colorado, where you use everything from an electrified battle axe to a gnome-capped staff called the Gandalf to mow down hordes of the undead. The game's strength lies in its over-the-top, mindless fun. You can strap on hulking exosuits, craft bizarre weapons on the fly, and take goofy selfies with zombies. The melee controls are satisfying, though the removal of throwable weapons and poor aiming for ranged attacks is a letdown. However, the sheer number of zombies and the variety of ways to dispatch them keep things entertaining. Unfortunately, Dead Rising 4 sacrifices some of its identity by removing the series' signature difficulty. Without the threat of a ticking timer or challenging enemies, the game lacks tension. The absence of campaign co-op and the reduced role of the once iconic psychopaths also diminish the experience. Despite these flaws, Dead Rising 4 is a fun, if somewhat shallow, romp through a zombie-infested holiday wonderland. It may not challenge you, but it offers enough mindless mayhem to keep you entertained, especially if you're in the mood for some festive undead action. Frank's Big Package includes more costumes and weapons, giving you even more ways to destroy zombies with style. At number 20 we have Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. This collection encapsulates the essence of a legendary franchise that has shaped the landscape of gaming for decades. If you weren't there to experience the phenomenon of Street Fighter II in arcades back in 1991, this collection provides a comprehensive journey through the evolution of the series, allowing you to witness its transformation from a groundbreaking arcade title to a globally recognized brand. With 12 games in total, drawn from 6 iconic titles spanning the 90s, this compilation offers a treasure trove of fighting game excellence. From the humble beginnings of the original Street Fighter to the refined mechanics of Street Fighter III Third Strike, each installment showcases the evolution of gameplay mechanics, character roster expansions, and visual enhancements. The inclusion of online functionality for select titles breathes new life into classic matchups, allowing you to test your skills against players from around the world. While the absence of a training mode for all games is a missed opportunity, the implemented features provide a solid foundation for competitive play and casual brawls alike. Moreover, the museum feature offers a nostalgic trip down memory lane, providing insights into the development process, character profiles, and a comprehensive timeline of Street Fighter releases. While the presentation could be more elaborate, the wealth of content speaks volumes about the franchise's enduring legacy. Overall, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection is a must-have for fans and newcomers alike, offering a comprehensive retrospective of one of the greatest fighting game franchises of all time. With its seamless arcade ports, online capabilities, and extensive bonus content, this collection stands as a testament to Street Fighter's lasting impact on gaming culture. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a newcomer to the world of fighting games, this collection promises hours of enjoyment and nostalgia for generations to come. At number 21 we have Resident Evil 3 Remake. Resident Evil 3 Remake places you in the role of Jill Valentine, a key figure from Resident Evil 1. Haunted by PTSD stemming from the Spencer Mansion incident, you are abruptly thrust back into the zombie-infested Raccoon City. Enter Nemesis, a more lethal version of Mr. X, equipped with an array of weaponry, from flamethrowers to rocket launchers, and remarkable speed capable of sprinting at you from a distance. Whenever Nemesis appears, evasion is paramount to survival. His relentless pursuit is a constant threat. Following the franchise's tradition, your objective is to escape a dire locale, in this case, the entirety of Raccoon City. Uncover keys to unlock sealed doors and navigate through the nightmare. While Resident Evil 2 confined you mainly to isolated buildings, Resident Evil 3 introduces you to the diverse denizens of Raccoon City, each engaged in their own struggles, thereby imbuing the city with character. Gameplay leans towards a more arcadey feel, particularly evident in New Game Plus with new weaponry. A dodge mechanic heightens combat agility, fostering a faster paced experience compared to Resident Evil 2. Nonetheless, Resident Evil 3 faces certain drawbacks. Its brevity, clocking at around 8 hours for a thorough playthrough, is noticeable. Elements like the omission of the clock tower sequence from the original game and the gradual decline of Nemesis' fear factor due to evolutionary shifts are somewhat disappointing. However, Resident Evil 3 remains captivating, particularly if one sets realistic expectations regarding game length and lacks familiarity with the original version's cut content. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is stacked with bangers from Capcom's legendary lineup, covering everything from hard-hitting fighters to gripping visual novels and pulse-pounding survival horror. There's something here for just about every kind of player. On top of that, the price is an absolute steal, making it a no-brainer for longtime fans and newcomers alike. Whether you're looking to complete your collection or jump into these games for the first time, this is a killer deal. If any of these titles have been on your radar, now is the perfect time to lock them in and start playing. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos by buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and before I forget, huge thanks to KHill3524 for your donation to the channel with a super thanks. Honestly, I didn't even realize I had it turned on. Your support truly means the world to me, and I can't put into words how much I appreciate it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you KHill3524, you're awesome!